So, I'm with Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You feeling good?
Feeling great. Fantastic.
Awesome. Well, today's topic of conversation is aliens.
Aliens. Ooh, my favorite.
Well, I've got some questions for you about aliens.
Okay.
Do you want to know what they are?
And I have teeth.
You have teeth. It's brilliant.
I have teeth.
You have teeth.
Go on. What are these questions of aliens?
Okay. Well, the first question is, do you believe in aliens?
Now that question, is that like aliens as in Ripley and aliens, or do you mean aliens that really exist in outer space and other planets?
No, I mean extraterrestrials.
Do I believe in them?
Yes.
I would like to believe that we're not the only thing in the universe. So I kind of hope it's not just us.
I think it'd be kind of ignorant to assume that we're the only thing in the universe.
Incredible waste of space. That was a quote from First Contact, wasn't it? Jodie Foster.
That's true.
And her dad.
Now that we've agreed that you, probably think they exist, do you believe that we have been or have currently been visited by aliens?
I think there's something going on, because weren't they shooting things out of the sky over 3 different continents and not really saying a lot? I'm not talking the Chinese spy balloon here. I'm talking things that they shot down that they've not commented on anything at all about. They've just hit the dirt wherever it's gone, and then no more said about it. Why is that, I wonder?
Well, there is that. There's also plenty of evidence to suggest that they actually are here. I mean, the US Air Force, military, even Congress recently, when I say recently, I think in the last couple of years, has admitted that there's aerial phenomena that they can't explain.
Well, I have seen, I don't know about you, but I have seen the International Space Station, some of the camera shots where they've accidentally allowed a stream of something that flew past, and it was no helicopter or aircraft or surfboard in the sky. It was something else, and it's quickly getting covered up. There's something going on.
That's what I mean. There's clearly something going on, and we've got like intelligences from different governments that are actually now saying we can't explain this at all. And they're showing footage, they're showing satellite footage, they're showing it zoomed in. They're even tracking these fucking things, and they're saying
The only thing, yeah,
they're saying shit like, we don't even know what they are. Can you tell me what they are, please, Mark? Because we don't fucking know.
Well, I'll tell you something. When that was in the news, that was about when they were shooting three or four of these things down at different locations. The first thing that went through my mind was, I don't know why, but it was like, let's hypothetically say these really are aliens sort of scouting or just checking us out a little bit here, and all we do is blast them out of the sky. Doesn't that worry you that they might come back with some great big mothership and unleash Independence Day on us and take over the Earth? I mean, it's not very welcoming, is it, to like say, come and have a little look at our planet and then just blast them all out there? That worried me a little bit. I thought, Christ, I wonder if they, just unleash hell and we all get wiped off the face of the Earth. That did cross my mind in reality, but we shall see. We're all still here.
That kind of shit doesn't really worry me, if I'm honest. You know why?
Being wiped out by aliens? Why?
Well, no, because think about it, right? It's beyond your control. Why live worrying about some shit like that?
Well, let's say I worry. It just definitely went through my mind. I thought, hang on, we've had little visitors come probably, possibly, just checking us out, and all we did was blow them up.
Now, in the event of a full-scale alien invasion, and you had to evacuate your home with your family, if you had time to grab one item, what would it be?
So apart from grabbing my family, which would obviously
your family come with you.
We take that for granted.
But
right, okay.
You're,
so the next thing I would
you're
grab,
rushing out the door. You need to get one item. You've got literally 5 seconds to grab one thing, and one thing alone. What is it?
So nothing would be really much use. Computer would be no use. Phone would be no use. Radios would be no use.
Don't say microwave.
No kind of. Well, food and drink and that was probably not going to be any use because you're probably going to be dead pretty quick. What would I take with me? A flashlight.
A flashlight?
No, not a flashlight. A flashlight. A flashlight, so that when there's no light, because electricity would clearly be out because we were being under attack by aliens, there'd be no lighting. At least we could try and go and hide somewhere with this flashlight.
Well,
that's it.
I suppose that'd be kind of helpful, I guess.
What would you take?
Well,
a flashlight?
I'd probably look in my fridge. And yeah, my fridge. And I guess I'd just look in my fridge and see how much beer I've got.
Well, beer's not going to help, is it?
Well, it'll help. Well, it'll help me in demeanor. Okay, think about it. Right, I'm about to get fucked up. Right, I will care a hell of a lot less if I'm fucked up.
So my plan with the flashlight was to try and get out and actually try and survive. Your plan was have a beer and fuck it. You don't care.
You know me so well.
So, yeah, rock and roll.
Anyway, next question. Would you rather be abducted by aliens to be experimented on for 6 months where you didn't see your family, right? Or would you rather be finger blasted by one alien for 2 hours?
How long did it take you to come up with these questions? Finger blasted by an alien? Or experimented on for 6 months?
2 hours, finger blasted, full on. Fists. And by the way, the alien's wearing a Rolex.
Well, I just want to get either one of those things over quickly. So probably the finger blasting would be the one I'd go for above being experimented on for 6 months.
And the Rolex won't bother you?
TikTok.
Amazing.
It's a race against time.
Wow.
Isn't it?
It is. Next question.
Quality. Hey, when you think about the Rolex, it's quality time, isn't it?
It is quality time.
Quality time.
Time well spent. Now, how do you think the world would react to the disclosure of an extraterrestrial presence?
Well, some people would be just silly, wouldn't they? There'd be two types. One would just want to go panic and hide and run away to where? You're on the planet Earth. And the others would want to climb on top of buildings and meet them and greet them and praise them.
Well, like Alien Jesus.
Yeah.
Alien Jesus!
Alien Jesus, yeah. Welcome, as the alien aims its laser on the top of the building and kills it. A bit like Independence Day again, where they're sort of on top of the building, aren't they? But a lot of people would just be panicked. This is why they never say any of this shit about the place, do they? Just because people would do stupid stuff. There'd be looting and there'd be death and people would just go stupid.
And above all, there'd be Alien Jesus.
Alien Jesus.
I know, right? Do you think the media, such as news articles and even film, could have been used to make us more susceptible to the idea of disclosure?
Oh, so you mean so all these films that we watch with aliens in is to water down the effect of a real one turning up? Is that what you're saying?
Yes and no. At the same time, right? Say, for example, the government one day decides that, you know what we're going to do? We're going to tell the peasants, the hobos, the dirt people, that aliens exist. Do you not think to some extent that exposing us to the media, as in like film depicting them and all that shit, may make it more easier for us to digest?
Less scary.
Yes.
Because, yes, I think so. Probably because you've gone, well, I've seen films of this and I knew this was coming. This was going to happen all the time, wasn't it? Yes, I guess so. Yeah, it would take the edge off it, wouldn't it?
It would, unless you've seen the White House explode in Independence Day.
Yeah, well, again, it was even though it was a good little story, that really, when you think about it. I like the fact that we killed them with the virus, same as War of the Worlds. Don't you think they nicked that? And Independence Day nicked the ending. War of the Worlds, they died via a virus, different type of virus, not a computer virus. One was a computer virus, one was a real little bug germ virus, but theory was the same, wasn't it?
Do you know what my favourite part of Independence Day was?
What was that?
The bit where the scientist is forced against the glass by the alien, and he's like, "Release me."
I know, that was terrifying. Hey, that was a good impression. Wow.
Release me.
Brilliant impression. Brilliant impression.
Expert knowledge. Okay. Do you think the Roswell event in 1947, which involved the potential recovery of an alien vessel and life form, has any truth to it?
Yes. And I don't know why, because I always go with my gut feeling.
I literally just spat my beer all over the place.
Yes.
To your freaking answer. Wow.
Yes. I don't think that's bullshit. I think that because they said it was a balloon, didn't they? An observation balloon or whatever it was. That's a bit of silver sheet from the balloon that popped. Yeah, don't worry. Nah,
yeah,
I don't.
But you're missing the point, right? I asked you that question, right? I was waiting for an elaborate answer. You just went yes. And I literally spat beer everywhere.
Well, there you go. You didn't expect me to say that. You expected me to say, no, that was bullshit.
Now I've got to buy a new keyboard, Mark. Actually, no, you have to buy me a new keyboard.
I have to buy a new keyboard.
You do.
There are some things that I do believe, and some things that I don't. That I actually do.
I think the issue with Roswell was that initially it was reported as a craft was recovered and crashed, right?
Craft, not balloon.
But exactly, right? But a day later, they changed the story and said it was a weather balloon. But there's a sergeant in the US Air Force that said it was a craft, like a day before. So, yes, there is reason to judge.
I think so.
Anyway, okay. So, do you think the Nellis Air Force Base, or more commonly referred to as Area 51, holds any secrets to the truth regarding alien visitation, or do you think it's purely a site used to research and pursue black projects?
Well, I've got two ideas with that. Either yes, and that's the real Area 51, or like in the film First Contact, why have one that everybody knows about when you can have a second that nobody knows anything about? I think that's a decoy. I think there might be an Area 52.
Area 52 is where it's really at.
Yes. Area 51 is just to lure in all the thrill seekers and the nosy parkers and all the UFO hunters, just to get them off the scent. I think there's an Area 52 somewhere.
Area 52.
That nobody knows. Yeah.
Area 52 is where all the debauchery's at, poking at aliens.
Yes, exactly.
Why
Why have one when you can have two?
Yeah, poking at them for all the wrong reasons at Area 52.
But I do think if they got anything from Roswell with regards to like alien ship bits and pieces, and they wanted to try and replicate some of the technology or whatever, that's what's actually going on in these places.
Cool.
So,
right. Well, the last question that I have for you, Mark. Mark.
Yes. Can I just say this is so much better when I've got teeth?
You have teeth.
I do have teeth.
I have granted you teeth.
Teeth. So what's the last question?
The last question is, do you have any questions for me?
Do you think that there is aliens out there? And a secondary question to that, do you think they're going to come here and announce their arrival anytime soon in a big way? As in, not hide and not be shot down. As in, just pull up and, hello, we're here. What do you think?
In my personal opinion, I don't think that you're going to necessarily see anything within our lifetime. But I do think that they are here.
They are here?
Yes. I think that they're here, and I think if you look outside your window, you might see one.
Well, what about the notion that they're actually in the oceans and they're not on the land?
Well, I think that like 80 to 90% of the oceans have not been explored, so
it would be a good hiding place, wouldn't it?
It would. But why would they want to hide when they can peer through your window, Mark? Staring at you.
Right.
While you sleep. While you slumber.
I will check before I go to bed. Okay, so if I'm looking for them, do you know what they look like? What am I looking for here?
Anything.
An alien.
Anything that doesn't look like you, Mark.
Anything? Well, nobody looks like me, Phil.
Maybe small, grey, different, has 3 fingers, 2 toes. Who knows?
Wow, your imagination is unbelievable.